Hello everyone, it is I Tiger2 Enjoyer, and today we're not really going to do a gameplay um because I just don't wanna because well I was originally going to make a gameplay video until I looked through the Discord and I just I noticed that there were changes with the buffs. There's a lot of things going on. There's new tanks will receive PBR as well as massive changes towards uh, many different tanks. So you know what? Let's cover things all up. We're going to go through them entirely flush. So yeah, most of the tanks, some of these tanks are probably going to get buffed, while some of these tanks will probably have nerfs, and overall they're just going to have a lot of changes. So you know what? Let's just go through them, starting with the German tech tree. Starting with the mouse, its reload time will get get will have a quicker reload, and its scatter factor of the gun, whatever that means, will get changed, I guess. For the Grill 15, its rotation speed will be quicker, its reload time will get faster, power rate ratio is gonna get buffed, and its max speed will increase to 53 kph going forwards. Honestly, this was the first time the Grill has been buffed. From what I've heard, it's received so many nerfs. Well, at least the Grill 15 is gonna get its speed buff. For the KPZ 50 ton, its penetration will get slightly nerfed. All of its penetration with the AP, APC, Pramo, and HE will get nerfed, while its aim time increases. For the VK90, its aim time will get quicker, however its rotation speed on the turret is now gonna be slower, and its scatter factor. What is a scatter factor? Whatever, it's just going to get changed. For the VK72, its penetration will uh get oh the VK72 is gonna get a nerf on its penetration, as well as its reload time will now be a second longer, and its scatter factor will get changed. Moving on, here we have the Leopard 1, and it's gonna get a massive change actually. I see a lot of things going on. Anyway, its reload time is gonna be longer. Its HP will get decreased from 1,800 to 1,750, which is roughly the same average HP for a tier 8 heavy. Its power to rate ratio will get nerfed. Rotation speed nerfed. Gun turn limit nerfed. Oh, literally everything is getting nerfed except for its reverse speed. Increased to 25 kph. It will also receive gear oil provision and adaptive concealment mechanic. For the E100, for the E100, for its penetration, it will decrease to 254. Its alpha will also get decreased to 660. To be honest, I think I'm okay with it since the E100 is still a hard slapping heavy. It's a hard hitter. I mean, yeah, it's a hard hitter. It could still slap. At least it's like only to its AP. I could. It's okay. I mean, it's okay with me. Because it still has high alpha. None about its reload speed though. Although its scatter factor will get changed. Reload time on the 128 millimeter get a massive buff to 10 seconds. Its penetration will also get changed to 256. Aim time will also get quicker on the 128. No, so the 152 is getting a slight nerf, and the 128 is getting a buff. I think I might have to do a comparison with the 128 on the 152 if once it gets changed. And hold to hold rotation speed with 152 is getting nerfed. Powder rate ratio, okay. Guess overall the U100 is just gonna get slight nerfed. I'm okay with that. And the A50, its reload speed is gonna get It's gonna get faster. Shell shell speed is gonna get nerfed. Also have reactive consumable, and its armor on the sides is gonna get a change. Huh. Well, it's turret side armor from 105 millimeters to 114 millimeters. Side armor from 102 millimeters to, yeah. Overall, the E50M side armor is just gonna get buffed. For the Panzer E100, its HP is gonna decrease from 150 to 2000. At the same time, we'll also get longer. It's gonna be a little longer, and its reload time it'll now be 1 second longer. Its armor is also gonna get changed on this front part of the cabin. To be I mean the Panzer U100 is at least the reload time is just slightly quicker than the FV183B's 19 second of reload. Anyway, to the Japanese tech tree, we see the STB1 is getting a um, reload, reload, reload nerf. Um, took me a while to process what was going on here. Speed, its shell speed is gonna get nerfed. Its power rate ratio is gonna get nerfed. However, its max speed will increase to 56 kph. The Type 71 will now have 11 seconds of reload, and its alpha for the Pramo will increase to 400. That's roughly the same. That's basically the same average damage toward to an IS or IS3 or any other IS that has one, or any tank that has a 122 millimeter. Okay, so and finally for the Hori, its speed shell will get buffed. Real time is now gonna be quicker. Its rotation speed is gonna get slightly nerfed, and scatter factor will get changed. Um, Moving on towards the American line, American nation, I mean, the 48 patent will now have reactive armor consumables and gear oil provisions. However, its real time is gonna be a little longer. At least it's not as bad as the M60s. It will have improved engine power boost, consumable sandbag, and its real time is just worse than the M48. This is the exact reason why that the M48 is just better than the M60. Even though I never really played these two tanks in my life, I don't even have them yet. Anyway, moving on with the T25. Its HP will get increased to 1390. Its power rate ratio will get buffed. Its reload time will also get buffed. Moving on towards the Sheridan, its penetration will increase from 230 to 235. Its max speed will get increased to 67 kph. Its alpha damage will get buffed. Okay, that's actually really good. Its scatter factor will get changed, and its power to rate ratio will get nerfed. I think this might apply to the missile as well. Including that would actually be good since the Sheridan and the missile are kind of similar. It's just the only change is that the missile has 100 more HP than the Sheridan's. Just for an HP comparison, the Sheridan has like 1,700 HP at its base, and the Sheridan missile has 1,800 HP. Um, Moving on with the T-57. Its rotation speed will get nerfed. Its aim time will get slightly longer. Its max speed, however, will get buffed to 37 kph going forwards and 13 kph going in reverse. Moving on, we have the Concept 1B, which will have a slightly faster reload time. Its scatter factor will get changed as well. The XM66F will have a slight, a slightly, a very slightly longer reload time. Its main ammo type, its AP will now get replaced with APCR. Its reload time will get slightly faster as well. The T174 will also have a slight nerf on its power to rate ratio. Its rotation speed will get nerfed. Its view range will also get nerfed. Its aiming time will now slightly uh, faster. Will also receive sandbag armor. The T173 will have, I guess, well, a nerf on its rotation speed. Its view range, however, will get buffed. At the same time, will get is slightly is is slightly longer. Its reload time will is now faster, 15 seconds. It's now 1 second faster. Its penetration for the Pramo is 380 millimeters. For the M6Yo, its aim time with the 120 will get with the 120 millimeter is now going to be slightly longer. Its aiming time with the 105, however, is gonna get well longer as well. The power to rate ratio will slightly get is slightly is slightly better, and its max speed will slightly get buffed to 36 kph. Its armor on its hull upper glacis plate will get nerfed from 175 to 160. For T95V6, its power to rate ratio will get nerfed. Its rotation speed will get increased, and its armor on the machine gun hatch will have an armor buff to 248 millimeters. I mean, it's still kind of weak to be honest. I mean, still kind of weak, and especially when you're just buffing the machine gun hatch only, that's probably the worst thing you've ever done. Anyway, we're gonna have new French medium tanks. So here they are. Uh, here they are. If I'm correct, the Tier 7 is an AMX-13 M24. The Tier 8 tank will be the Arak 105 prototype. I think this will be the Project Lois, Lois, uh, Louise. I'm just gonna call it Louise. In the Project Murat. Actually, I kind of like how the Project Louise and the Project Murat have two sets of tracks. I mean, four sets of tracks. It just kind of looks like a French AE Phase 1, which is a very rare Tier 9 collector tank. You can only get it in the Battle Pass, and let me just say, it's very rare to get it. So yeah. And of course, there's like French tanks getting a massive change as well. The EMX-30B will now have spall liner provisions as well as reticle calibration consumable. Its power rate ratio will get nerfed, and its reload time will now be a second longer. The AMX-50B will have a longer aiming time, and its penetration will get slightly buffed, only on its HE shell. On the HE. The AFCM 50 ton will now be has now a quicker reload time of now will be 1 second. How do I say this? 5 seconds of reload time, as well as sandbag provisions and improved engine power boost consumable. The AMX M449 will have a faster reload time and reactive armor consumable, and its armor it's on its upper glacis. The armor will get buffed to 220 millimeters. The Batchat 25 ton, its reload time with the 105 will now be 1 second longer, so it's now going to be 18 seconds. The scatter factor with the 105 will get changed as well. Its main ammo type will be changed from AP to APCR. Its scatter factor with the 100mm will get changed. Same time with the 100mm will get is now quicker. The reload time with the interclip with the 100mm will get changed from 2.5 to 2.2 seconds. Its view range will get nerfed, and its upper glacis plate will get buffed to 50. Okay, I mean, no, 50 millimeters. I thought that said 70 millimeters. My bad. Moving on with the Foch. Its alpha damage will, with the 155 mod 2 gun, which is the unloaded gun, by the way, it will have a damage buff from 500 to 560. Its alpha damage with the 155mm mod 1 will also get buffed to 620. The reverse speed will slightly get faster. Is now 15 kph as well, so that's good, I guess. Terrain crossing capacity will also get buffed. However, yeah, it will get buffed in general. Its reload time with the 155 mod 2 will now be 1 second longer. Its penetration speed, so I mean, no, rotation speed, will get buffed as well. Its power rate ratio will get nerfed. Its view range will also get nerfed, and its armor will get uh, buffed. And the view range will get buffed. Its upper glacis plate, its upper armor plate will get buffed to 200 millimeters, and its lower glacis will get nerfed to 90 millimeters. Moving with the Chinese tanks, the WZ-113G will now have a nerf on its engine power, horsepower, or engine power. Its reload time will also get slightly longer. Its rotation speed will get nerfed. Its alpha damage, however, will get buffed to 650. However, it will lose its reactive armor consumable. The WZ-132 will get a nerf with its penetration. The scatter factor will get changed. Its view range will get buffed. Reload time will be slightly faster. Its max reverse speed will get buffed to 24 kph. Its gear oil provisions will be added to the tank. The WZ-111 5A will have an HP change. Its shot dispersion will get nerfed or buffed. How do you say this? Will get nerfed, slightly nerfed. Its power to rate ratio will get um sadly nerfed. Its rotation will get buffed. The WZ-121 will have a be its reload time will be 1 second longer. Its rotation speed on the turret will get nerfed. Its powder rate ratio will be buffed, and it will also get reactive armor consumable. So that's pretty good. For the WZ-113, it will have a power rate ratio will get decreased. However, its max health will increase to 2,400. Moving on with 121B, its HP will also increase to 1,850. Its power rate ratio will get buffed. Its armor will also get buffed from, for the third armor, it's gonna get buffed from 240 to 252. Its upper glacis will get buffed to 130 millimeters. For the WZ-114 SP2, it's uh, overall its armor is just going to get changed. That's pretty much it. But its turret armor on this little corner bit will get buffed to 185 millimeters, and its frontal turret armor will get buffed from 290 millimeters to 300 millimeters. For the Type 59, its HP will increase actually to um, 1,300 to 1,370. Its reload time will also be a little quicker, 1 second quicker. Um, also receive adaptive concealment mechanic, and it will have a buff on its upper glacis plate as well as its side armor. Moving on to the British tanks. Okay. There's actually we have to cover a lot. So anyway, moving on. We have the British, the iconic Death Star. I'm talking about the FV-183B. Its speed shell will slightly get nerfed. Yeah, it will get nerfed whatsoever. Its aim time will be uh nerfed. Its dispersion will get nerfed as well. For the FV-4005, its aim time is now going to be 1 second longer. Its view range will get nerfed to 240 meters, and its scatter factor will get changed. The FV-217 will get a buff on its forward speed. Its terrain crossing capacity will change. Its rotation speed will get nerfed, and its view range is also going to get nerfed. For FV-215B, its view range will increase. Its HP will increase to 2,350, and its aim time will get a little uh, longer. Moving on with the FV-4000, FV-4202, its scatter factor will get changed. Its aim time with the L7A1 gun, the L7A1 will get uh, quicker. Its HP will also change to 1850. Its penetration with the L7A will get uh, slightly nerfed as well. The Super Conk or Super Conqueror will have a longer aiming time. Its gun dispersion will get buffed, I think. Its reverse speed, however, will get nerfed. Its reload time will be now quicker to 8 seconds. Its dispersion will get nerfed. However, it will receive reactor armor consumable. The Vickers Light will have a buff on its HP. Its reload time will have now going to be 1 second quicker. Its alpha will be changed a bit. Oh, literally everything will now be 300. Okay, so its alpha will basically increase for the Pramo and HE shells. So yeah, it will be now like 350 damage on the Pramo and 390 for the HE. The power rate ratio is gonna be buffed. Its aiming time will also be quicker. Its penetration will slightly decrease, however, especially with the HE. The shot dispersion will get buffed. Its terrain crossing capacity will get nerfed, and its shot dispersion will get changed. For the Chieftain, its rotation speed will get nerfed. Its aim time will be a second longer. Scatter factor will get changed. Its penetration will get slightly nerfed. Its alpha damage will be switched from. Wait, huh? Wait, what? It's basically the same. Anyway, the gold shell the APCR will be replaced with hash shells, and will also receive tungsten and gear oil provisions. Oh yeah, okay, so so not everything is okay. Anyway, for the correction, oh, the dispersion. Oh, so the Vickers Light will have a change with its Pramo to hash shells. The Chieftain will have a nerf on its Pramo type, Pramo shell, or its hash shell. It's have M454. Oh, it's the M454. Okay. The FCM50T. Okay, it's supposed to get a what? Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna get a buff from nerf either way. Moving on with the Soviet tanks. Here we have the Object 268 with a shot dispersion. That's gonna get slightly nerfed. Its penetration will also get nerfed, except for its HE. Its rotation speed will also get nerfed. For the ST1, it will get a nerf on its AP and Pramo, except for its HE, of course. For the Object 260, its shot dispersion will get a slight buff. Its surge rotation speed will get nerfed. Its reload time will be slightly quicker. It will also receive combat stabilization mechanic. Um, for the Object 140, its alpha damage was now going to be 310 damage per shot. Its penetration will also get slightly buffed, except for the HE. For the shot dispersion, it's going to get slightly nerfed. Same time, very, very slightly longer. Its reload time will be it's now going to get a bit longer. For the IS-8, we'll also receive basically the same thing as the ST1. I mean, I think they really share the same gun, don't they? Anyway, for the Object 268 version 4, its penetration will get buffed to 270 millimeters. Moving on with the Object 907, its powder rate ratio will get buffed. Its view range will be now 265 meters. Its reload time will get slightly longer, and its rotation speed will get nerfed. For the T100LT, its reload time will get slightly quicker. Its penetration will get buffed. except for the HE, of course. For the power rate ratio, we'll get buffed, slightly buffed. Shot dispersion will be slightly faster. For the what the heck does that mean? I think that means aiming time. Doesn't that? Oh, okay. It means aiming time. I was literally confused. Why was that in Russian? Anyway, the Object 777 will now have a slightly longer aiming time. Its reload time, however, is going to be slightly quick, and its terrain causing capacity will get buffed. The T-62A will now have a slightly uh, longer aiming time. It's nearly 7 seconds. Its shell speed will get nerfed. However, will receive improved engine power boost consumable. For the IS-7, will have a nerf on its penetration. Its max speed will also get nerfed. Huh. And its reload time will get slightly quicker at least. And its armor will get its lower glacis plate will get nerfed from 150 millimeters to 139 millimeters. Finally, to top things all off in the Russian tech tree, on the USSR line, we have the Object 263. Citation speed will get nerfed. Its shell speed will get a massive change. Um, I guess it's a nerf. Yeah, it's a nerf. Its horizontal aiming angles will get buffed. Get I buffed, I think. Um, it's it'll also have a change. Its ammo shell from APCR. So the APCR is going to be replaced with AP. Its aim time will also get slightly faster. The IS-4 will now have a buff on its reload time. Its HP will increase from to 2,450. The max speed will also get buffed to 44 kph. Power rate ratio will also increase from will also get a buff from 13.5 to 14.3. Its armor on the upper glacis will get buffed from 140 millimeters to 149 millimeters. Finally, for the T-22 medium, it will have a buff on its reload time to 6 seconds. Its powder rate ratio will be, however, buffed as well. It will also receive tungsten. Its shot dispersion will get faster. Its shell speed will get nerfed, however. Its scatter factor will get changed, and its armor will change. And it will be get buffed from the sides, this lower part. Um, However, it's gonna get a nerf on its lower glacis. Overall, its armor is just gonna get buffed, except for its lower glacis. Moving on with the Europeans, we have the Kronvan, which will have a nerf with its penetration. Its reload time will also get slightly be a second longer. Uh, its reload between shots, however, it's gonna be 2.73 seconds. Well, actually, that's actually pretty good. Its alpha will also change. Uh, so with its AP, it will be 410. With the Pramo, it will be buffed to 350 damage, and finally for the HE, 530 damage for the HE. The scatter factor will get changed as well. For the Progetto, 65 ton. Its max speed will get nerfed to 56 kph. Its gun turn limit will get also nerfed. Its reload time will get nerfed. Yeah, it's gonna get nerfed. Except for its first shell reload. Okay. Its HP will get buffed to 109 1900. Okay. Its shot dispersion will get buffed as well. No, wait, no, that's a nerf. And it will also receive the combat stabilization mechanic. The rhinoceronte or rhino, as I like to call it, will have a buff on its shot dispersion, and its HP will also increase to 2,400. The 60 TP will have a nerf on its hull rotation speed. Its speed going in reverse will also get nerfed. Its power rate ratio will get slight buff. Its penetration with its Pramo will get a buff as well. For the CS63, its reload time will get slightly quicker. Its powder rate ratio is gonna get a buff. Its shot dispersion will get nerfed. Its max speed will increase up to 58. Its rotation speed will get nerfed, and it will receive an adaptive concealment mechanic. The Stritz Von K will have a nerf on its power to rate power to weight ratio. At the same time, will get slightly long. Its rotation on the speed, its rotation speed on the hull will get buffed. Its penetration will get buffed as well, except for its HE. And moving on with the Rhinoceron, with the Minotauro, um, its reload time will now be quicker, except for its reserve shell. Its alpha will, however, get nerfed from 490 to 470. It will also receive a shell reload boost consumable, and yeah, its over Glacis plate is gonna get nerfed to 210 millimeters. The SMV, the Semovente Contacaro 64, will have a massive a mass. Okay, wow, I'm actually shocked. Will have a nerf on its reload time with the 120 millimeter to 9 seconds. That's nearly 10 seconds. Its damage by module is, well, gonna get changed. And its armor is gonna get nerfed on the side armor, on the lower glacis, and its upper glacis plate. Finishing off with a check with with the final batch of the Europeans, we have the VZ75. Um, Oh, okay, it will have an unloading gun for 2 shells. That's actually really good. Because in the PC version, the VZ55 line has like an optional module which you can install a gun with 2 shells. I never really played it, but I did heard it. Yeah, I did hear about that the PC version has the VZ55 line that has an auto-loading gun, so that's good for the VZ75. I'm not really sure about its line though. If they're gonna have like a auto-loading gun, especially for the Skoda T56. Its max speed will get buffed to 40 kph. However, its alpha will get um, nerfed to 460. Its reload time, however, is gonna get a massive nerf on its reload time. 17 seconds. Yeah, 17 seconds of reload time. Wargaming, you just announced, you just told us you're getting an all-loading gun, and now you just want to tell us that the reload time is. Now you're just showing us this. The reload time is a massive nerf. Okay, well the penetration the penetration just gets worse. Penetration gets decreased except for its HE. Of course, its scatter factor will get uh, changed. Oh wait, it's the auto-loading gun. I thought it was for the single shotgun. Uh, yeah, its reload between shells is 4 seconds. I thought it was going to be that single shotgun. I think its gun will get most likely get replaced with its autoloader, or maybe there's going to be a optional module, similar with the Bat Chat, the E100. Now they have those like second option guns. Anyway, we have the Caro 45 ton. A massive change with its reload time, especially with its second and third shell reload time. Its penetration with the gold shell with the Pramo will get slightly nerfed. Its gun turn limit will also get nerfed. Its HP, however, was going to get a slight buff. Its gunpowder provision, gunpowder or gunpowder? Just gonna say gunpowder. Gunpowder provision will get added as well as gear oil. The Skoda T5051 will have a buff on its alpha damage, and its reload time will, however, get slightly longer. The Emil 2 will have nerf on its penetration, and its shell speed will get buffed. And finally, we have these tanks. These tanks will receive PBR in Season 5. We don't really know what tanks, I mean, the tanks that, the season tanks, Season 5 tanks will be, but they're most likely going to be the same thing as, like, anyway, we're gonna, anyway. We have the Conway, we have the M60 Patton, the WZ-113G, the FB-215B, and finally the VK-72, which has tracks on the side of the turret. I actually like how the VK-72 looks. I mean, it has a tracks as on the sides of the turret. Okay, so yeah, overall, that is all of the changes that we're gonna be getting. Those are all gonna be the changes in the game, and the tanks. Some of them are gonna get nerfed, some of them are gonna get buffed, some of them are also gonna revive new tanks, or also gonna see PBR, and there's gonna be an entire new line. So, yeah, those are all the changes you will need to know in what's. Personally, I still like the E100. Personally, I mean, it still is hard hitting. Too bad it's gonna get like a alpha nerf and its pen nerf, but also it's gonna get a 128mm buff. So yeah, I also like how there's gonna be a new line for the Project Morat. Yeah, so yeah, overall that's a really good changes. Some of you might not agree with me here, but yeah, those are all the changes of mostly all tier 10s. Some of them are tier 8s. A few of them, I mean, are gonna be are tier 8 changes. So yeah, I'll end the video here. So if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.